So what we're going to do today are 3 Qigong exercises. So let me just lay a little foundation. Well, Qi is the Mandarin word for energy. Gong is the Mandarin word for practice. So Qigong is energy practice. And there are traditions, including of China, India, and other parts of the world, ancient traditions that hold we have energy that runs through our body. And to the extent that energy is vibrant and balanced and smooth, we're healthy on a physical, mental, and emotional level. To the extent that energy is stagnant or blocked or imbalanced, we're more susceptible to illness on those levels. And the Qigong has been developed over, and the moves we're going to go over today are ancient, and it's been developed over centuries to help people maintain vibrant, good health and heal. So with that, let's begin. And stand comfortably for a moment. And we're going to start with a brief, very brief, standing meditation. And I invite you to take your palms and bring them in front of you and just put them in front of your lower abdomen. So like this. And then most of my training comes out of Taoism. And in Taoist energy anatomy, right here is a major energy center. We call it the lower dantian. And whether you can feel it or not, doesn't matter. But just put your hands there. Inhale, exhale. Smoothly inhale, exhale. And allow that attention to your breath to move your awareness inside of you. And feel. And all I'm asking you to do is just feel inside. You can feel your body. What's it feel like? And when you turn your awareness inside, among the sensations, we'll all discern tension, tightness, contraction. We all carry some around. But the first thing you need to do to release it is to feel it. So just feel, is there any tight spot that's getting your attention now in your physical body? Or multiple tight spots. Then, how about your emotions? We're humans, we got them. And you can feel them inside. And at this moment, where are you on the emotional continuum? Wherever that is. You could be radiating gratitude, you could be anxious, anywhere. Just feel what you feel right now. And feel that emotion inside, or those emotions. And finally, how about your mind? What's your mind feel like? Is it jumping all around? Is it somewhere else besides right here? Is it present and smooth? And just, I'm asking you to gather data on where you are right now. That's all. And the arms can go back to the sides. So the first 2 moves comes out of an ancient Qigong set called 8 brocades, Ba Dua Jin. And the first move is called lifting the sky. And I'm going to demonstrate. I'm going to do it 2 times, and then I'm going to guide you through it. So I'm going to step out a little wider. I'm going to sink into my legs a little bit. I'm going to put my palms right here at my abdomen. And then I'm going to begin to stretch up the legs. Hands come up. Palms rotate out. And then the hands will extend to the side. And I sink back in the legs, come back to the starting point. Now I want you all to listen to me here. If at any time you feel tightness, pain, then don't go any higher. This is fine. And in a group this size, people have some things going on their shoulders. And do not do any of this so it hurts. Just keep this. I'll demonstrate a small one. This is fun. And by keeping the range of motion out of where it hurts, then you'll get the benefit without the irritation of the injured tissue. All right, let's do it. Shift weight. Step out a little wider. Sink into your legs. Bring your hands to your abdomen. Now, stretch up through the legs. Circle out. And now, from about here, begin to sink back into the legs. And repeat. We've got a coordination item in this move. And from here, you want to get a feeling of, it's like the sinking in the legs is bringing the arms down. And the stretching up through the legs is helping lift the arms. And then you circle out to the side. So feel what's going on in your body. We're exercising. Moving the tissue in and around the shoulder joint, the upper back, the middle back. All that's beginning to move. And that's good for it. It evolved to move. And in our society, so much of the time we do not move that part of our body. It's we're sitting at the computer or driving or watching TV. Now we're moving. And then the legs are working. So the muscles in the legs, the hips are exercising. So this is good for your body. It is Qigong. So what could be happening with Qi? Well, one type of Qi flow in the body, according to Qigong theory, is vertical. Energy coming up the body, down the body. And those of you that have a Qigong practice, you might be tuning into that. And you'd want to be feeling your feet down below your feet, drawing up through the legs, torso, neck, head, top of the head, tips of the fingers, and then back down. But if you don't feel anything that feels like energy, that's okay. The idea is this movement will stimulate it anyway. But once your awareness begins to tune into those sensations of energy, then you can begin to be more intentional, but you don't need to be. I'm going to ask you for 30 seconds to feel how you feel. And I'm not suggesting you feel any particular way. I'm encouraging you to feel how your body, your emotions, your mind responded to that exercise, that ancient exercise. And if it feels good, note that. All right, next move is called separating heaven and earth. Let me show you. And this is out of 8 brocades as well. So I step out a little bit more. I come back to a similar starting point, and then one hand turns over and goes down. And as I stretch up the legs, one hand goes up, one hand comes down. And then I come back to the starting point and repeat. All right, let's do it. So come back to your neutral posture, shift weight, step out, sink into your legs. Now, I'm going to go up this side so you can mirror me. So you go up one side, palm turns over, points up, and the other hand went down, palms down at the side of the hip. Then you come down, hands meet again, and repeat. So a difference between the first move and this move is that this move is asymmetrical. So the arms are moving in different directions. Working the tissue of the shoulders, upper back and neck a little differently than the first move. Gently stretching, releasing, moving, all that complex of tissue in and around the shoulder. An area of chronic tension and discomfort for lots of folks. Upper back, neck. This movement gently works its way into all of that. And then what about the Qigong? Well, we could have vertical flows again, but now there's a potential they could be going in different directions. Down one side, up the other. And according to Qigong theory, that's a way that energy flows in the body. So those of you with Qigong practices, maybe you feel a little of that going on. But if you don't, that's okay. Lots to be gained from the movements alone. And the idea is the movements themselves stimulate this qi flow even if we don't feel it. So again, for the last few repetitions of this, I want you to go for balance. It's common to have imbalances between the sides. So if you feel one side's moving more, or one side that feels more strongly up or down, then just calibrate the two sides. Soften the side that might be stronger and go for balanced movement and balanced circulation of energy if you can. Two more. Come back to the starting point. Step back to neutral posture. And I invite you again to take 30 seconds. Feel how you feel. Does the body respond to those movements? How do your emotions feel? Yeah, how do your emotions feel after spending some time focusing on balancing yourself? So that's an idea. Now, how's your mind feel? Any change in any direction? The last move I'm going to lead you through, it comes out of a Qigong set I teach, Dragon and Tiger Qigong. And Dragon and Tiger Qigong was brought back from China by my main teacher, Bruce Francis. And purportedly, it's a 1,500-year-old medical Qigong set that had been used for centuries, both to support health and also for healing. And he learned it from the leader of a clinic, a high-level clinic in Beijing. And it's a wonderful set that I teach. And many of my students that are in this class today do the set and love it. So here it's Dragon and Tiger move 5, Tiger pounces. So very appropriate for the year of the tiger. I'm going to show it to you, then we'll break it down, then we'll do it. That's it. Pretty straightforward. So let's do the hands and then the little bit of footwork. So bring your hands here in front of your lower abdomen, much like in our standing meditation. And then just circle them at this level of you as far around toward your back as you comfortably can. So if you get here and you feel your shoulders go, that's too far. You want to keep your shoulders soft. Bring it back to the front again. Circle back. And now circle forward. And as you circle forward, you make what we call the beak hand. I'm going to come and show you. The beak hand looks like this. Fingers touching the thumbs. And you point that beak hand at your belly. So let me show you that. Circle around. Circle back to the front. Touch your fingers and thumb together. And then release down. Come back to here. Circle. Circle forward. Touch your fingers and thumbs into the beak hand. Release down. Repeat. So there's a little bit of footwork. So as I am tracing, I begin to lift off the heels a little. And then as I release down, I flick down, I land on the heels. Now, if you have any kind of balance issue and you feel unstable lifting up on your heels, then don't. All right, that induces tension. So if you're not comfortable getting up off your heels, then just boom, add a little pressure. If you're comfortable getting up off your heels, then you can add that too. Either way is fine. So let's do it. Tracing around your midsection, tracing forward, making the beak hand, release down. And repeat. So what you might discern by the nature of this physical movement, this movement is designed to release stuck energy down, to clear it. And that is an important therapeutic application of Dragon Tiger Move 5. So we all have got places in us that feel stuck. And that could be a physical spot that feels stuck. That could be an emotion that feels stuck that we want to release. That could be a thought that's stuck, that we're ruminating on, whatever. So I invite you all to find a place in you that's stuck at one level or another. And get your mind in that place. And when you get to here, connect from here to that stuck spot and release it. Feeling that stuck spot, release. Feeling that stuck spot, release, with the intent of getting it unstuck and clearing it out of you. The idea in Qigong is that smooth, balanced, circulating energy feels good. Stuck energy does not. Feeling for a stuck spot, releasing. Feeling for a stuck spot, releasing. Feeling for a stuck spot, releasing. Now for the last few repetitions, from the top of your head down to your feet and hands and fingers, release. From the top of your head down through your whole body, release. Soften, let go. 2 more. Release. Last one. Release. Now stand for another 30 seconds. Feel how you feel. After 25 minutes of ancient Qigong exercises, all developed over centuries to get your body moving in ways that benefit, get your energy moving in ways that benefit you. And I invite you to evaluate how you respond to that. These ancient exercises have been passed down to us because they work. These are not fads. These are traditions. And it is a delight for me today to share them with you in celebration of Chinese New Year, the Year of the Tiger. Well, that concludes today's class. Thank you for joining me. We'll conclude with a Taoist bow to each other out of appreciation for this opportunity to practice these ancient materials together. So you take your right palm, put it down in front of you. Left palm, put it over it. And we bow to each other. Thank you.